of all, give North Carolina a lot of credit. They're a really good football team. And even when we were up 21, you don't feel like any lead is safe against them. Their ability to make big plays and explosive plays, and their ability to run the ball, throw the ball. They've got great balance on offense. And again, I got to give Carolina a lot of credit on the way they came back. I also think our players and our staff, this was just a great football game. And, I certainly compliment our players on their effort and their intensity. We're certainly disappointed that we didn't win the game, but it's hard to be disappointed with the effort that we played with throughout the game. So we made a big investment in this game, 2 weeks, and to be up 21 in the third quarter and not find a way to get it home is really disappointing. But again, they're a very explosive team and they come from behind on a lot of people. And, we had to make one more play. We had to make one more third down conversion. We had to make one more third down stop. We had to get Hal or Williams or Carter on the ground one more time, and we didn't do it. And it's a game of plays, and they made a few more plays than us.
Dave, I have to assume you felt pretty good with the interception at the end of the first half.
Yeah, but Les, these guys just score points in boatloads. And, we got thinned out on defense again. We got really thinned out in the back end. They had some favorable matchups. And, you'd say, well, hey, how do you protect those guys and present the matchup? So it's hard to do that and also defend the run. And
up 2 to 3 touchdowns in the second half. Do you wish maybe you'd ran the ball just a little bit more?
Wish that we ran the ball.
Yeah.
The second half they came out and they ganged up. They were blitzing and outnumbering the box, and they were not going to let us run it. In the first half they were playing a little more 50-50, and we had good balance going. And in the second half, they were going to make it a throw game. And then when we lost Donovan, we were down to Torian, down Donovan, and, we were somewhat limited of what we could do on the perimeter.
Dave, you mentioned how much.
What happened with Donovan? I missed even something happening to him.
Yeah, he got injured.
Dave, you mentioned how much your group invested in this game, considering how much you guys were up and, just how close it ended up being. Give me a sense for what that room's like right now. How much you guys are hurting after this?
Really disappointed. This is a big rivalry game for us, a big four state rivalry, and we're really, really disappointed. But we got to bounce back. We've got Duke next week, another in-state game that's very important to us. We have a good football team. Carolina's a good team. They made a few more plays. So good football teams bounce back. That's our job as coaches, and that's the job of the leadership on our football team.
Dave, did they seem to spread you out a little bit more on defense than you thought, or is that just the way they play as far as the spread out goes?
No, that's what they do, John. They get in their, their 3-by-1 and their 2-by-2 spread sets, and they'll flex the tight end a little bit, and they'll play the numbers game with you. And they're good enough on the O-line and at running back that if you give them a light box, they can run it. And they're gifted enough at O-line and pass protection and receivers. That's the best collection of receivers that we've played all year. And every single one of those players can beat you. And again, we got a little bit thinned out on defense, and they had some favorable matchups, and they protected, they got open. Sam threw it to them and they caught it. So it's a simple game. And, if you're going to outnumber the run and try to take away those 2 stud tailbacks, you're going to be light on the perimeter, and it was pick your poison. And when we light boxed it, they ran it, and we heavy boxed it, they threw it, and they beat us.
What was the explanation you received on the sideline where Sam was getting rid of it and they called grounding.
That they didn't see a receiver close to the throw.
Hey, Dave, I saw Nasir and Luke, and I believe even Kobe warming up today. Were they close to getting back?
We thought that Luke and Nasir were playing. So that was the plan. And, you know, Luke isn't all the way there. And then Nasir went in there and didn't feel right. So, I mean, it's just, you know, we thought we'd have all those guys back by the bye week. So they're not ready yet. And we got to figure out what we're going to do.
So that was the proverbial game time decision, and it just didn't go your way.
Well, Nasir played and then he didn't feel well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate the you following us, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.
Thanks.